Good morning, everybody. Myself, Purnachandra, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Global Academy of Technology. So today we shall start lecture 2 on module 3, product development under PLCM. So in this now we shall proceed with structuring new product development. What is meant by structuring new product development? So under this we have 7 stages. So number 1, idea generation, idea screening, concept development and testing, business strategy analysis, product development, test marketing, commercializing product. So under idea generation, so majorly we have internal sources, SWOT analysis, market research, customers, and competition. So what is meant by these internal sources? So internal sources, nothing but the employees working in the organization or a industry. So we can get data or the new ideas from the employees who are working within our company also, because they'll be working from long period within the organization. So they know very well what the organization can manufacture and what are the strength and weakness of the organization. So by that they can suggest new ideas. So with them we can also get new ideas. That is one of the source. Next, second one, SWOT analysis can be made. So what is this SWOT analysis? So it's nothing but strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So these are the different things we can analyze in the industry or organization. So we can check out what are our strengths, what are our weakness, right? What opportunities we have to do, and what are the threats from this. So by this we can also finalize the idea, right? So depending upon our strength we can think for new ideas, and again we may have some weakness where some product will be difficult to manufacture in the industry, so that we need to think, and opportunities what we have in the market we also should be analyzed, right? Next, market research. So here the name indicates market research. So here once you think of a new product or new idea, so we need to analyze that in the market also. So we can perform research in the market and search for new ideas. So what problems people are facing, and what new they're expecting from companies or industries. So by that we can identify new ideas, right? Next, customers. So as you know, we may have different customers from our industry. So we can reach to those customers and talk with them and try to find some new ideas. So currently the problems what they are facing with the present products, so how well that can be improvised, or what new can be generated, so that we can think. So we can also collect inputs from the customers. Next, competition. So as you know, a lot of competition will be available. So we need to think of our competitors also meanwhile, what they are manufacturing and what they are planning to manufacture or develop. That is very, very important. So we need to be in line with our competitors, and then only we can achieve success in the market, right? So these are the few things which will be coming under idea generation. So by performing this analysis, we can try to collect different ideas for manufacturing new product, right? So once idea generation is done, so in this case we may listed 10 or 20 ideas, so which may be suitable to produce or manufacture. So then that 10 or 20 ideas should be synchronized to a few ideas. It may be 2 or 3 ideas finally. So that work is done under the second stage. that is known as idea screening. So at this stage we'll be finalizing the ideas what already been selected. So in that we will be finalizing one or two ideas, so which will be more profitable and which the company can afford, or which the company can manufacture easily. So that idea will be finalized. So that job is done during idea screening stage, right? So once the ideas are finalized completely, then we can proceed to concept development and testing. So at this stage, so what we are doing, we are trying to develop the concept. Means the idea will be transferred to papers in form of design, sketch or drawing, and the same will be developed in the form of a prototype, right? So that will be prepared. So once the prototype is ready, then that can be taken to testing, right? Testing means again, so here it may be software testing, or it may be testing the prototype also for proper functioning of the prototype, and then the aesthetics of the prototype. So all kinds of inspection will be carried out in that, right? So that is known as concept development and testing. The prototype will be developed, and then different test or analysis will be carried out on that. So that is known as concept development. So once it is finalized, then we also can collect feedback from the customers. So once the prototype is done, and can we proceed further, so we can collect feedback from the customers also. Next is business strategy and analysis. So under this, here, once the concept has been tested and finalized, the company tends to analyze and decide various business issues. So what are those business issues? Like cost of the independent product. What is the cost of the product? Then whether the demand for the product is regular or seasonal, right? So it is also most important. And then competitors for the new product. So how many competitors currently we have for this? So that has to be analyzed. And the expenses or advertising and sales promotion and product positioning, market mix, so that will be used. The total sales for this product and expected profit from this. So all this will be coming under business strategy analysis. It's very most important. So before starting the production. So once the company is happy with all these things, then we can proceed to product development. So here, once all the strategies are approved, then the product concept will be passed to the technical and marketing development stage, right? So a prototype or a limited production model will be created, and all the branding and other strategies decided previously are tested and applied in this stage, right? So that's what done in the product development stage. So now the next is test marketing. So under test marketing, so under this, so the prototypes what has been developed, or a product model what has been done, so will be taken to the market, and that will be tested for to collect the feedback from the customers or from the people, right? So here we can just check out what could be the demand for the product what has been developed. So we need to collect the customer feedback for the new product, and whether can we proceed with the production, that we need to analyze. So what rating they can give for our product, so that is most important. So once we are ready with that, then we can think of product launching. So once we are happy with the market test, so then we can think to launch the product, and that is now coming under commercializing the product. So commercializing the product means the product will be launched or released into the market. So and pricing and marketing plans need to be finalized, and the sales team and distribution briefed so that the product and company is ready for the final stage, right? So this is how the different stages of new product development will be undertaken. So you can check out the stages with this chart also. So we have number one, idea generation, number two, idea screening, number three, concept development testing, number four, market strategy or business analysis, number five, product development, and number six, market testing, finally commercialization, right? So these are the seven major stages of new product development, right? So next, so we have one more sketch, so which also states how the structuring will be moving. So idea generation, screening, development, marketing, business analysis, product development, test marketing, commercialization. So in this way we can proceed further stage by stage, right? Next, what is meant by this building decision support system? So as you know, for manufacturing a new product, so just now we discussed seven stages we have. In all the stages, who will take the necessary decision? Who will take the final decision? That is most important. So to take the final decision, we need a team or a system so that will take all the necessary decisions. So that is known as building decision support system. So what this decision support system will do? So decision support system is an interactive information system that uses communication and technologies, data, documents, knowledge, and or models to identify and solve problem related to the complete decision making task and make effective decisions about various problems. So at every stage we may arise with different problems and proper decision must be taken meanwhile. So this decision support system will analyze all the factors and they will take the effective decision at the end, right? So sensible decision must be made about the various aspects of product development regarding attributes of the product, customer segment, and market strategies. So in order to improve success rate of the new product development, an intelligent decision support system is designed and developed. So before proceeding for new product development, so firstly a decision support system should be developed. So further, so we have a decision support system is a computer based information system that supports business or organizational decision making activities. So DSS serves the management, operations, and planning levels of an organization and help to make decisions which may be rapidly changing and not easily specified in advance. So at every stage, due to some changes happening in the market or with the customer feedback, so with the different feedbacks, so the decisions will be continuously changing, and at that moment the proper decision should be done. That is what the decision support system will majorly perform, right? So DSS include knowledge based systems. A properly designed DSS is an interactive software based system intended to help decision makers compile useful information from a combination of raw data, documents, personal knowledge, or business models to identify and solve problems and make decisions, right? Next, so typical information that a decision support application might gather and present are: number one, inventories of information assets, including legacy and relational data sources, data warehouses, data marts, etc. Number two, comparative sales figures between one period and the next. So they will provide the sales figures. Next, projected revenue figures. So what all the revenue we are achieving from the new product. Meanwhile, stage by stage will be collected and based on product sales assumptions. So whether it is meeting the assumptions what we have made in the earlier stage. So what revenues currently the company is getting from the new product, that will be analyzed, right? Next, so this flowchart explains so what is a decision support system, what all it consists of. So here the data be transferred to computer system for data processing and information reports, so model results. So what if analysis is been made here, so all is coming under management information system. So this need to control all these different stages. So number one, personnel, that is controlled by management. Then accounting, so we need to keep on track of the accounting, what expenses we have done for the new product and what revenue we are getting from the new product is most important depending on the sales. Next, production, so what are the production cost happened, right? And next, decisions should be taken to manufacture more components or no more products. Next, marketing, and they need to take decisions on marketing also. So what kind of discounts should be provided and how to attract the customers and how to improve the sales with the proper marketing, that is also most important. Then distribution, so distributing the new product for different locations, remote areas, so that decision to be taken. And other areas, so other than, so other few areas where they need to look into. So all these areas they need to take proper decisions. So that decisions will be transferred, what if analysis is made, and then quantitative techniques again sent back to the computer system data processing. So in this way the decision support system will take decisions with respect to many aspects, and that will help the new product development, its sales, and helps in achieving a good revenue for the company, right? So this is regarding the structuring of new product development and decision support system. Okay, thank you.